Hello, fierce ones. I know it's been, I'm not sure. It feels like it's been maybe 6 months since I did a raindrop. It's been a long time. The reason I have not done raindrops or mini rain dances is because I was in, can I tell you, I was in a battle. Worst battle of my life. I'm feeling my nerves are a little racked about doing this because I have been putting off doing raindrops. I've been putting them off for several reasons. For one, I felt like nobody was watching, so what's the point? And it messes with your self-esteem when you do something and you do something and you keep producing something and it doesn't seem like it for what. And another issue is because this will be only my second raindrop. I don't know if I want to put this out there in public. I always thought that I had to have some herbal help in order to do what I do, the raindrops, the rain dances. I always felt like I needed that. I felt like I needed something to help with the nerves, something to help me feel more confident. Because regardless of what may come through in these videos, I've always suffered with low self-esteem in the past. And it was something I struggled with. And doing these videos and doing the rain dances and all of that helped me to kind of work through, because I've always wanted to display what was inside, but I always felt so unsure of myself. I relied on exterior confidence, herbal confidence, and that was how I was always able to produce my videos. And now I don't. I was trying to be obedient. God told me he wanted me to stop smoking. And I was like, you want me to do what? Because it was something that I did every day, all day, for the past 2 years. It was something that built up over time because of the stress and anxiety of life. And some of you know that we were homeless, and it just seemed like we went through a season of just losing everything. It was just a downward spiral. We were just constantly losing stuff. And I fell into depression. And then I started battling these horrible suicidal thoughts. And so smoking, I thought, was the answer. I was self-medicating. And became an addiction. Now, a lot of people will say, and I was always one to say, you can't get addicted to weed. That's not an addictive drug. But an addictive behavior, you can be addicted to anything. You can be addicted to the gym. So you can't use the excuse that this is not a substance that I can chemically become addicted to. It's mental, and you can become addicted to anything you choose to do. You can be addicted to Instagram. So I had to stop thinking that I wasn't addicted, and I had to tell my husband I have a problem, and I gotta do something. I made the decision that I didn't want this thing to have a hold on me, because I heard it said that depending on this meant it made it my God. And I was like, wow, I can't have anything take the place of my God. So I gotta put this down. And I did. It wasn't easy. I stopped in May. And after I stopped. Really didn't want to shoot a lot of videos. I went through depression. As you may know, anytime you give up any type of a substance, you just kind of spiral down. So if you know anyone who has struggled with any type of addiction, be patient with them and pray for them. I'm so grateful for my husband, because he's just a very patient man, and he prayed constantly. And I told God, I don't want to do anything that is going to attempt to take your place in my life. And I want to know really what do I have? Like what'd you put in me? I did a video a while back on purpose and you knowing your identity. And I felt like I couldn't really know who I was as long as I was self-medicating. I couldn't really tap into what God had created when he made rain. What did that mean? And so I'm even now sitting here talking about this. I'm like, am I going to post this? Because I don't want everybody to know that. But when God delivers you from something, it is your responsibility as a believer to tell other people. Because we overcome by the word of our testimony and the blood of the Lamb. So this is my testimony. I was stuck. And even after I stopped doing it, I was like, man, I can't do anything now. I needed that in order to be able to be me. I felt like it enhanced my personality. That is a lie. It doesn't enhance your personality. It didn't enhance mine. If anything, it was dragging me and just making me feel like heavy. And it was a false sense of security. So I'm telling you, because you might be struggling with any type of addiction. This was not my first rodeo with addiction. I'm not going to go into the first one right now because this video would be too long. I was very aware of the fact that, I was dependent. I was starting to become dependent on this because I've been down that road before and I didn't want to go back. I'm just so grateful that I was able to even just recognize the signs like, wait a minute, this has been every day. This is increasing and I can't seem to, I don't want to go a day without it. I don't want to try to do life without this thing. I need it. And that's when I was like, okay, you know what, Lord? This is real. I gotta get out from under this. And God said it was not gonna be easy, but I'll be right here. I will be right here with you. I have been right here with you. But I wasn't gonna force anything on you. And now that you've made the decision that you want to give this up and rely totally on me, it is going to be a fight. But you can do it. And so I did do it. And I have not puffed since May. The desire is gone. I've had a couple of times I was like driving behind people. How do people do that while they're driving? I used to be so paranoid. I was not trying to puffing in the car. What? I was never that bold. I don't know how people do that. But there's been a few times I've been behind somebody in the car and I get a whiff of it and be like, ooh, what y'all got? To give God glory for making me aware and then walking me out of something that really had me bound up. So I said all that to say that I've done one raindrop. Sober, low, I don't know what you call it. I've only done one. And that was the last one. And I thought it sucked. It sucked. When I went back and watched it, I was like, I'm not posting that. But I posted it anyway because I said, you know what, I'm probably going to feel like that. When you have things, things are enhanced and everything looks and smells and tastes and feels like way up, but it's not reality. And I said, I need to be in reality. It's time for me to come back down to earth and see what's going on down there. And it's time for me to really learn how to tap into my relationship with Christ as opposed to my relationship with this thing, and really learn what that means. How do I operate outside of this substance? How do I wanted to shift into relying on Christ and shift into, practicing what I was preaching, because my videos are, talking about how fierce you are, how God made you this wonderful creature, and He knows the hairs on your head, and He loves us so much, and He's awesome. But I felt like it was bogus for me to say these things, but then hide behind something else, as opposed to relying solely on Him to do what He created me to do. So here we are now. Here we are. I'm high on Christ at this point, and that has made me a new creature. Now I have to have a new way of living. I have to have a new way of functioning, and I filled that in with God. I filled it in with the Word. I learned how to just start getting in the Word. I learned how to just get into worship, and don't get it twisted. I did not just start springing forth, and I was just no, it was hell. It was high water. And then the enemy would say, you are not talented. You were just high. Now go on and smoke so you can get something done. So I had that battle, thinking that I could only be creative if I was smoking. I could only create under that substance, as opposed to realizing that God had already put everything in me that I need, and that was a facade. And in actuality, it really was making things worse, but I couldn't see that. So 14 minutes already. I didn't even talk about nothing that I thought I was going to talk about. That was supposed to be an introduction to tell you why I haven't done videos, and to tell you that if I seem different in these videos, it's because I've had people tell me that I'm glowing, and that, what's going on with you? What's up? What is it? And I was like, but I'm realizing that that's why, because I was like under a cloud, and I stayed under that cloud, and I was comforted by being, in this cloud, and a literal cloud. You call them smoky. I'm not now, so I feel, I feel bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. It's been 7 months. Wow. 7, the number of completion. And I am thrilled. So, well, you know what? I guess this is the way that this video was supposed to go. If any of you is struggling with any type of dependence, whether it's a substance or anything else, addiction is addiction. And understand that it is spiritual and it is mental, and it is absolutely 100% okay to get help in both areas. Get some help and talk to somebody. The devil really loves to isolate. It's a divide and conquer type of a thing. Because if he can keep you to yourself, depressed and in your room, and staying to yourself, then there's nobody around to speak truth to you. There's nobody to tell you that those thoughts that you're wrestling with are not from God. Those thoughts are not true. Those thoughts are not real. If he keeps you by yourself, then he can lie to you, and you don't have anybody to help you fight. So if you are struggling and you are isolated, reach out to somebody. Reach out to somebody, call somebody, tell somebody what you're going through. I know what it feels like to want to take yourself out. I know what that feels like. In the next video, I'm going to talk about why the devil is afraid of you. Why does he? Because think about it, and then I'm going to go, but think about it. Why would he keep trying to make you so miserable and keep stuff stirred up, keep you addicted, keep you isolated? Why? Why is he doing that? Ask yourself, what is it about you that's got him so scared? Because if he wasn't scared of you, then he wouldn't be bothering you. If you were not a threat to his agenda, he would not be trying to steal from you. He would not be trying to kill you. He would not be trying to destroy you. If you were not a problem, he would leave you alone. So I want you to ask yourself, and then definitely my next video is going to go into this. Why is he bothering you? There's a reason you saw this video. There is a reason that you feel like I'm talking to you, because I am. Well, I'm not, God is, but he's using me to talk to you. There is something about you, there's something in you, there's something that you have to offer that is a threat to the kingdom of darkness. That is why you are wrestling and fighting and fighting. And why does all this keep happening to me? It's one thing after another. It's one thing after, yeah. Because if he can keep you distracted, then you won't be about your business. I want you to know that as alone as you feel, you most absolutely are not by yourself. You are not alone. And no matter how awful it seems, it's smoke and mirrors. It is not real. It is a facade. All the negative things that just keep cycling through your mind, that push you back to that addiction, that push you back into isolation. It's smoke and mirrors. It's smoke and mirrors. And it's because your enemy is terrified of you. He's scared of your gift. He's scared of what. If you get free from that stuff, if you get free from that addiction, if you stop being isolated and you realize, wait a minute, God said that I am fearfully and wonderfully made. He said I'm the head and not the tail. He said I'm above and not beneath. He knows every hair on my head. He said the first will be last and last shall be first. Okay, I'm going to close this time for real, but I'm going to tell you to do this. Go and Google everything God has said about you. Just put in Google what God has said about me in the scriptures. And go through and start reading each of those verses and see what he has to say about you. 20 minutes? All right. I gotta go edit this now because 20 minutes, I love you. Please feel free to comment. Please subscribe and like. Isn't that what these millennials, I don't know. And hit the bell so you can get the thing when I do the thing. All right, share it. Somebody needs to hear it. Somebody needs to hear this. If you know somebody that's struggling with substance, please share this video. Share it, share it, share it. I love you, and I'll see y'all on the next one.